to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Bernard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. Big play coming here. The last thing you want to do is squander this type of field position on the opening drive. It's complete on the right side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
You do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gator! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to fire. The throw. With the catch, it's Farrell. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Got a man. It's ball. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! He got it beat down in bounds.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Garcia. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Running inside, it's Farrell. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes a catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And down he goes back at the 3.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Owls sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Going over the top. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And I feel like that was predetermined. Like they told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Nothing we can do about that on defense. That's just an outstanding one-handed grab by the tight end.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Makes the grab on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Turns it loose. He's got it down the field. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. So as it turns out, a two-play drive results in a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Missouri State Bears.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, Coach Summerall told me at the half, he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. There he goes! 10! Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he muffs it. It's loose. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He goes right back to the air, looking to the big tight end. Got a man, it's Johnson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Makes a catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Pass to 50, the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Florida. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Holloway. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man in the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And they will score.
This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get point.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they try it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down? They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Got a little grass. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Flips it out to the back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds the tight end. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Jones wants to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the grab. It's Abrams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Tight end now in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Working that left side now. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
First carry of the season for this transfer. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Trying to move them on the counter. Breaks the tackle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Defense will use a timeout, 22 seconds remaining in the game. The Gators line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Pocket breaking down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
It's been that kind of day for this offense. They just simply have not been able to execute. They haven't been able to put points up on the board because of plays like that, because of drops.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great